Oh man, I'm about to come and work, right?
Hey everyone, this is Kerb and I bring you another standard match. Today we have Prison on the left, and on the right we have Shiranui being piloted by my teammate Ryuki. So let's go ahead and hop into this matchup. So of course we do have Prison starting off, definitely where Prison wants to be. They still, ever since, their release in the very first start decks, they always do kind of want to go first because, you get to set up your Prison turn one without having to commit anything from board. Of course, just searching out the Prison off of that. Was it called Risotto Blue or something? I don't know. I don't bother to learn the names of Prison cards. Anyways, just going to be playing it, soul charging 3, getting some okay hits there. I think I see 2 copies of the grade 2 and a security upgrader there, which is, perfectly fine. You don't really want to see too many triggers being soul charged, but, definitely those grade 2s are cards that you would like to be seeing. Anyways, riding up, we do see the Energy Cycler being discarded for Ride Deck there, so that in combination with the Seidu and the Madoi skill is going to be drawing us a total of 3 cards there. And then of course we are just gonna be using the skill of the Stride Fodder in order to pitch it and just search out the other copy of the Shiranui there. So that is kind of just, I guess, gonna set us up for that turn 5, wherever you want it to be. But we do see a Shenri being called there behind the Vanguard, kind of just guaranteeing this attack here that is going to be hitting, and of course, getting us that extra advantage off of the Shenri. Just gonna be swinging in there, not seeing anything off the damage check. We do see a heal trigger going into the damage zone for Prison, which of course is not really gonna matter at all because it is first damage. Oh, you're not gonna heal. Drawing another card off the Shenri, so that Shiranui's hand is probably looking absolutely fat. We drew 3 cards off of just riding up, and then of course another one off of that Shenri there. We do of course seeing the pink being written there. We're gonna have to imprison 1 card from hand. It's not really gonna make a huge difference. It looks like it's gonna be that, I think it's called Tenri. It is the grade 1 draw card for Shiranui. It's gonna be swinging, not guarding it, and then not going to be getting anything off that drive chase. We're just gonna push the 1. So pretty even game state here. We're both at 1. Haven't really committed too many cards to the board. Discarding yet another Energy Cycler there. And then of course just using the skill to draw a card, running into what's that card? I don't remember his name. I know that the ban list just happened, so now you do have to play that one, which is still a pretty solid card. I just don't remember his name. Anyways, we see a Ford coming on down here. Gonna be using the skill to call out the Shenri that we put into Soul last turn, which is a pretty good, really awesome play, which would be really hype if it were in a deck that weren't Shiranui, because as we all know, if you play Shiranui, you are in fact cringe. But anyways, this Ford is also going to be swinging for a very big 23k column there. I think, oh yeah, what we did is we actually used that purple police officer, the Prison card, to actually PG the Vanguard, because it does actually work on grade 2 units. I did actually have to double check that. It just says grade 2 units, so you can actually use it as a PG against the Vanguard, provided that they are still on, grade 2. Gonna be riding up into the Seraph Snow, which, possibly is, you could argue, an incorrect play, just because, if you had waited, you could just go into your security upgrader. You do also deny them that stride. We do see that one turquoise card, gonna be imprisoning card from handling them cycle. Drive checking here, getting a critical trigger off the top, so we're gonna be pushing Shiranui to 3 here, but it's not really gonna make a huge difference. We actually didn't put very much aggression on board, which is kind of one of the main ways you do have of countering Shiranui. You do kind of have to put on as much aggression in the early game as you can, but unfortunately Prison really isn't a deck that actually wants to be doing that. Anyways, we do see the Genkai being used there, just calling it out, and soul charging 1, and I think it draws a card, and we decided not to call anything from the drop zone there, as we are going to be swinging the dominated rear guard there. Just swing in again with the Magen Tambu for another 19. We did guard the first one with, I believe, an Aquas, which you could say is kind of a misplay. I think that if you're going to be taking one of the dominating attacks, you always take the first one, because like maybe you get a defensive and that just blocks it there, but you know, hindsight 2020. We do see double food eye here. Going to be counterblasting one to call out the 2 grade 1s. So we're looking at some pretty massive swings. The food eye, of course, swinging here for the 25, the very annoying food. He managed to get defensive on that first one. You know, that would have been a 5k guard here, but this other attack is still swinging for 38. We see 2 aquas going into the damage zone there, so just 0 defensives. Definitely not what we're going to be, what you'd want to be seeing in this situation. We do see the double food eye restand swing at the Vanguard. We're actually going to be doing a no guard, which means it is a crit to win it, and looks like Ryuki is of course going to be hitting that crit there, and the 6 damage is going to be a blank, so that is going to be the end of the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to do all these things, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.